Продолжаем играть в GreedFall. Мы спасли научную экспедицию. Сейчас будем решать, куда пойдем дальше. Как вариант, либо заняться поиском панацеи. Может быть, страданиями Константина, но я думаю, что сначала мы займемся богословскими спорами. Мы взяли науку второуровневую. Теперь, кстати, с нами ходят две барышни. Давайте посмотрим, как одета. Все у нас понятно. Альфа. Ну, она у нас стрелок. То есть танчить буду, видимо, теперь я все-таки. Стрелок. Ну да, надо закупиться будет сейчас, одеть ее. Конечно, курта жалко оставлять. Ну да ладно. Две бабы лучше, чем одна. Так считаю. В данном случае. Главное сказать, это не очень громко, чтобы жена не услышала. Да, мужики у нас здесь стоят, отдыхают. А с другой стороны, может все-таки курту взять обратно? Пам-пам-пам-пам-пам. Давайте пока курту возьмем. Что он смеет? Меткость, подозрительность, мостовая ленс, наука, бонусы дружбы. А у Курта бонус дружбы, ремесло. Отношение аусиора, энергетичность. Энергичность. Ой, они поменяли. Она раньше была энергетичность. Васка, интуиция. А Петрус харизма. Ладно, оставляем как есть. Ремесло нам не особо нужно. Нет, лечь спать мы не будем, мы будем перемещаться. Так, лагерь, место раскопок. Сейчас мы будем переодевать нашу барышню и заодно, может быть, что-то себе купим. Но для начала мы продадим все, что не нужно. Опа. Блин, а вот это круто. Только одеть мы его не можем, у нас силы воли нет. Ладно, что нам предлагают из этого? Блин, ну шляпа инквизитора мне нравится больше, чем пациент. При всех прочих. Капитанский зелено-лазурный. Нет, нет. Опять нет. Возможно, да, но нет. Красиво, кстати, актуальная броня. Перчатки командора. Но они лучше, чем у нас, да? Что у нас-то? Ну давайте купим перчатки, у нас денег много. Сапоги епископа хуже. Хотя с другой стороны не хуже. Ну наконец-то я избавлюсь от... Ладно. Так. Это хуже. Это хуже. Что у нас одет? Давайте посмотрим. У нас одет майорский камзол. Качество какое? 67-е. Можно менять. Его надо чарить. Шляпу меняем однозначно. Так. Серая клепная, ритуальный инквизитор. Ритуальный инквизиторский. Это пока у нас брони на нем меньше. Мы его купим, давайте. Ух ты, вот это тоже красиво. 79 инквизитор. Инквизитор это повыше качество будет. Вот этот красивый кафтан. Трёпная броня, это понятно. Ладно, не будем на нее тратить пока что деньги. Перчатки мы поменяли. Ботинки, шея. Силы воли не хватает. Ладно. Забыл. Надо ружье купить. Эткость. Перечница. Пузо, да? Но это лучше. Ее возьмем? Это очень дорого. Так, секундочку. Давайте вот так вот сделаем, да? Так. На нее мы одеваем. Что мы одеваем? Майорский пациент. Торс у нас остается пока такой же. Перчи. Короля. Блин. Топовый вообще. Ладно, перчи на нее одеваем. Да нет. Перчатки вот эти на нее одеваем. На нее мы оденем вот эти. Блин, а она не может эти стрелять. Зря купил. Сейчас. Ружье. Давайте ружье посмотрим. Ну, сейчас посмотрим, может мушкетон отдадим. Огнестрельное оружие. Да, нам нужно ружье. В чем разница? Я не понимаю вот это. Огнестрел. Ружье. Ну, давайте это купим. Так, а Васка у нас может пистолет? О, отлично. Вот так. Пока будет так. Так, где-то у нас раскопки рядом были. И вот нам уровень науки.
Nor was it linked to any predator attack. It was caused by a violent strike to the back of the skull with a mace. And it didn't take place here. The marks surrounding the body show that it was moved, most likely to make it seem like he fell to his death.
Все отлично. Давайте дальше изучать. Блин, шляпа прикольная, кстати. Хоть мне инквизитор не нравится, но шляпа у них топовая. Нам бы выносливость до 5 уровня. Когда у нас следующий выносливость будет? Характеристики в 28-м. 29-м, соответственно. В принципе, это нормально, если они будут издалека расстреливать, а я в это время буду их рубить. Так, давайте посмотрим. Наука нам, интересно, нужна здесь будет?
The body of this man was devoured by beasts, but it happened after he had died. One of the wounds is clearly a knife wound. But alas, it's impossible to know who was wielding it.
Вот я в умная выпуск теперь, а? С наукой второй. Причем интересно будет с Зерой и вот этой. Я ее пока не запомнил, как ее зовут. Как ее зовут, кстати? Альфред. Они представляют обе разные миры. Будут постоянно на ножах. Это будет интересно посмотреть. Так, здесь я подняться, видимо, не смогу. А, нет, смогу. Так, таран-таран-тан. Что вы так, где там? Чего не стреляете, не помогаете мне? Я хочу собрать. Не получается.
The cause of death is no mystery. This man was attacked by one of those large reptiles, a Llewellyn. And yet, these iridescent marks on his skin make me think that a stasis spell was cast on him first. He was intentionally immobilized so that he would fall prey to this animal. It seems obvious now that these disappearances were orchestrated.
The deaths of these people were a deception. Only the Renaigse are deceitful enough to do such a thing. They kill each other and accuse my people. This virgin, he wants to push aside this woman at all cost. He must be the culprit.
Indeed. I think that we should go find this brother and ask for an explanation.
Ох, сука. Ну, блин, я же говорю, надо было сразу на меч и все. Секир башка. Что-то, мне кажется, не туда я спрыгну. Может, туда, кстати. А, сундучок заодно. Лутаем. Блин, сейчас придем, а тут уже все. Вергилиус всех подмел под себя, да? Нет. Пиздайте, мужик.
Brother Virgil.
Your Excellency, weren't you supposed to be looking for our colleagues?
Indeed. I regret to say that they are indeed all dead.
I knew it. What a waste. Eugenia and her recklessness are to blame for this.
I'm afraid someone else is responsible for this. These deaths are not accidental, and yet they were disguised as such.
The savages. Their thirst for blood is unquenchable. I knew we should never have come without an escort.
Watch your tongue, priest. Our people have no need to hide when they protect their land. Only the Renaigse are deceitful enough to disguise a death.
Who else could it be?
Someone who desperately wanted this expedition to fail. Does that remind you of anyone?
Fine. You unmasked me. But know that my cause is righteous. The Ordo Luminis sent me to keep an eye on this expedition. To ensure that the discoveries we made would not jeopardize our nation or our presence on this island. But the inscriptions on the tablets are a heresy. A dangerous manipulation. Can you imagine what would happen if it was said that our founder listened to the teachings of the natives? But even then, foolish Eugenia accepted these discoveries as truth, without any hesitation, without realizing that our entire nation could suffer because of it. So yes, I wanted to scare her.
I understand that you might want to protect your nation, but to go as far as assassinating several of your colleagues.
Come now. What would you do if someone were threatening the congregation? You cannot make me believe that you would not be willing to kill. You may have already done so. But since you want to avoid using violence, help me convince Eugenia to go back to Eden. My colleagues and I know how to sort through these discoveries. And you will be rewarded.
Не, мы не будем так поступать.
This Renaigse tried to blame my people for these crimes. The priests would have wanted to punish them, and innocent people would have died. He must answer for his treachery.
It seems to me that all members of this expedition are concerned. They should decide on what to do next. Everybody listen. Alas, I must inform you that I have found the dead bodies of your missing colleagues.
How awful. What happened to them?
Someone wanted us to believe that they were killed by some swamp animals, but it was all staged. Your colleagues were murdered, and their bodies abandoned to the creatures.
What? But why do such a thing? And who murdered them?
Brother Virgil confessed to his crimes in front of me.
Monster! You will pay for these crimes. These people you killed were our brothers, our friends.
You stupid goose. You really believe that I will let you pass judgment on me? You shouldn't have been so quick to accept these lies that could destroy our nation. And want to reveal them for all to hear. You are solely responsible for these deaths.
How dare you present yourself as the protector of our nation? Murderer!
Let's see you do the right.
Интересно-то получилось, а? То есть приспешники у него здесь были. Сволочь.
I'm sorry, sister. Brother Virgil fled during the battle.
The coward. And naturally, his accomplices fled along with him. What a waste. So many people died.
Perhaps I shouldn't have revealed his crimes in front of everyone, but I thought it was the best way of ensuring he would be judged.
Considering how high tensions have been these last few days, a fight was inevitable, alas. But you did what you thought was fair. Here, take this. As a token of gratitude for shedding light on
Блин,
these
плохо, что он сбежал.
dismal events. Alas, we will have to go back to Eden as well. There are too few of us to continue the research.
Were you hoping to discover more?
Of course. This place was but a single step in St. Matthias's journey. The last tablets speak of a journey northbound, further up in the swamp. But even if Virgil is no longer a threat, we are not sufficiently well equipped to go there.
We could go there for you if you wish. You just have to tell us where to look.
That would be marvelous. Of course, you would have to start from the excavation site where he wrote this. I think I noticed a path going north when I was there, actually. Look for any traces of life. Perhaps you will be lucky enough to find more of his writings. That would be fantastic.
Don't worry. I will conduct this research and come find you here if I uncover anything.
Блин, интересно, а можно было как-то так сделать, чтобы он не сбежал, а? Ну ладно, пойдемте узнаем, куда ушел святой Матеус. Нельзя пройти. Ну, здесь мы все собирали, зачищали. Бежим дальше. Да, все правильно бежим. Всё? Какой динозавр здесь? Да, елки-палки. Умри, ящерица. И все. Так, а вот там, интересно, ничего нету? Может, сундук какой? Ну да, сундучок есть. В котором особо ничего и нет. Тоже, соответственно, ничего. Ладно, бежим дальше.
If their so-called saint lived around here, he must have looked for a sheltered area.
Последний лагерь открыли. Так. И где? Может быть, сюда нам подняться? Это еще что такое, блядь? Что ты за зверь? Босс очередной. Да елки-палки. Какая-то альфа бесполезная, мне кажется, нет? Курт хоть водомагивает нормально своей дубиной, а этот бегает. Ой, новый кристалл памяти. Ну, пойдемте, сходим. Сохранимся на всякий случай. Я не очень хочу заново, если что, проходить этого мини-босса.
Indeed, there are some traces of life here. But we will have to examine this place thoroughly to find proof that there's something here.
Ну, кто-то здесь жил точно. Ну, что-то как-то альфа меня не очень впечатляет. Наверное, все-таки мы её заменим на Курта. Только сначала вот этот квест выполним, а потом выполним задание. Вон оно как. А потом выполним задание, которое с Альфред обязательно.
Let's take a closer look at these paintings. We may learn something from them. This mural depicts an old man praying in front of a face in the mountain. He's holding a rosary. Saint Matthias. Praying to Enon Mil Frictimen. This mural is very ancient. It depicts an old man dressed as a priest getting his face painted by a masked native. Engraved tablets. They resemble the ones we recovered in Eden. We should take them with us. The researchers would be delighted to study them. I don't know these glyphs, but these spirals are native symbols. There are some words in our ancient language next to them. The light and the earth are the two faces of a same power. It's impossible to know if this is a translation or another sentence. But this is a message that would seriously displease the Inquisitors.
I cannot believe it. These symbols, they are signs used in the secret writing of the Donegada.
It looks like a chaplet made of pewter. It's rather basic, but it was made a long time ago. And it undeniably comes from the continent.
I seem to recall that their saint is often described as using a similar object.
Интересный поворот. Так, что у нас там по квесту?
There are some native symbols here, and some letters I recognize, as if someone had tried to write in the native language using our alphabet. Menduis dad. Enon Mil Frictimen.
It means, welcome us amongst your people, Enon Mil Frictimen.
This is incredible. Saint Matthias would have known about the spirit of the island and would have prayed to him.
So that's what it was. The priest's old sage became a Donegad. I don't think that they'll be happy about that. And yet, it could bring peace. The Solasser will no longer be able to burn our people and our guardians.
Why is he not depicted wearing the marks of the Donegada?
It was a very long time ago. Magic had not yet been given to us by Enon Mil Frictimen.
I wonder what I should do with these relics. Eugenia probably didn't imagine that Saint Matthias lived his life in a way that's so different from what they advocate. As for Virgil, he wasn't wrong. Such a revelation will certainly cause a schism in Teleme.
The great revelation that will change mentalities for good, or the preservation of the dogma at all costs? I think
Я
you
хочу
already know
расколоть
the side
телему.
I'm leaning towards.
I already took sides in their quarrel. If I change my mind, I'm afraid that it might be seen as treason. I'll think about it on the way there. Let's go back to the researchers' camp.
Вот что не говорите мне. А я хочу расколоть. Хочу расколоть телеме. Вот бесит они меня. Просто бесит, раздражают. Блин, а как там у сундуку тут пробраться? А, вот где-то здесь должен быть проход. Да? Сейчас. А, вот сюда. Вот. Зараза. Ну ладно. Без сундука. Я думаю, что-то что там броня какая-нибудь классная лежит. Скорее всего. Я вот тут уверен просто. Но у меня нет интуиции. Отлично стоит. Ближайший лагерь, чтобы интуицию получить, далековато, да? Посмотрим, где он. Хотя нет. Здесь есть лагерь рядом. Пойдемте в него сбегаем. Сейчас возьмем того, кто нам дает интуицию, и оденем шляпу. Нашу любимую интуитивную. Где лагерь? Как собрать всех спутников? Что за... Ага. Ясно. Так. Сундук. Шляп первооткрывателя. Сумка. Жертвенный меч. Так, одеваем шляпу. Я бы все-таки хотел как-то собрать всех спутников. Но как мне их собрать, я не понимаю. Давайте поспим, может что-то изменится. Сейчас, в настройки залезем, управление. Управление. Жалко. Ладно. Жалко, но не критично. Сейчас мы добежим, расскажем. Я все-таки буду раскалывать телемы. И, наверное, будем бегать в нашей интуитивной шляпе. И надо посмотреть, кто нам дает интуицию.
So, did you find anything? Or do you need my help?
We discovered a cave that was inhabited a long time ago by a whole group of people, mostly natives, who had obviously created a sacred site, as the place was guarded by a creature.
And have you found traces of our holy founder? New relics? Perhaps some tablets?
There were also frescoes on the site, representing Saint Matthias.
Frescoes? Tell me more. This is fascinating.
He was shown having his face painted by a native. On the other, he prayed to a god of the mountain.
You can't be serious. You mean to say that our saint converted to the cult of the islanders?
That is what emerges from our findings, yes. Other objects that I was able to bring back also point in this direction. Look, there are inscriptions. These tablets and also this chaplet.
This chaplet? I cannot believe it. It is so... Excuse me. I cannot find the words to express how I feel. You must come with me. We must go and present all these discoveries to the Mother Cardinal. You realize our entire dogma will have to change. So far, anyone who wanted to question it would have burned their fingers. Literally, alas.
And you think that this time they'll listen?
We have solid proof. All this evidence. With your support, we will convince her to reveal the truth.
Нас на костре сожгут, блин.
I will do my best to help you.
It seems we are arriving right on time. You did well to warn us, Brother Virgil.
Virgil. How did you know?
I'm afraid that your Excellency's lies weren't very convincing.
We were informed of your discoveries and of the danger they represent. We demand that you hand them over to us immediately, so that they can be destroyed.
How can you even suggest the destruction of relics written by the hand of our founder?
Out of love for our dogma, for our faith, and for our nation.
Сейчас мы
But
их
since you
положим.
refuse to comply with our orders, you leave us no choice.
Death to the heretics!
Watch out! Grenades! I cannot believe that I just fought my own brothers in faith. The fact that the Inquisition is after us is very disturbing, Excellency.
We would do well to hasten to San Mateus. They will not dare to attack you there. Even if these men were the last forces that the Inquisition could send us.
You are right. All this proves is that I will not succeed without your help. There is a risk that the Mother Cardinal will also reject our discoveries.
I suppose I could use what I learned about her to persuade her. And I could bring Petrus with me. He will surely find the words to convince her.
That would be most helpful. Father Petrus is renowned for his eloquence. In any case, we must present our research to Mother Cardinal as soon as possible. I will study the tablets one last time to make sure I know all their content.
Главное,
Then I
чтобы
will
это
meet
не
you at the
включило
palace in
заднюю.
San Mateus to plead our case.
Understood. See you soon, Sister Eugenia. Be careful.
Давайте облутаем этих ребят. Так, мы сейчас отправимся в Сан-Матеус. Через одно сейчас выберем, у кого есть интуиция. Предварительно сохранимся. А, тут нельзя сохраниться, да? Нельзя. Так. Давайте составим группу. Интуиция у вас. Альфу мы оставляем. Берем Петруса. Нам, кстати, надо будет вас действительно брать. Ну ладно. Сейчас посмотрим, что у нас по торговле есть. Ё-моё, у этих еще два, блин. Квестов до удури. Так, что ты можешь предложить мне, друг? Ну, мне ничего не нравится. Хотя вот боевая броня из телема прикольная. Солдатские ботинки инквизиции. А что у нас за ботинки мы выпали? Такие нам и выпали. Ладно, не будем пока менять. Так, продолжаем путешествие. Кстати, там новую Сёре надо отдать. Новый меч. 64-я, а вот жертвенный меч мне нравится больше. О, всё. Так. Ну, как раз добежим, там уже и время подойдет встретиться. Хранимся предварительно. Давайте посмотрим, что у нас по квестам еще раз. Дикий пророк. 5 часов, 5 минут ждать, да? Сейчас мы крутанем время. Чтобы не очень долго ждать. Нормально. 20 секунд у нас где-то есть. Вот я более чем уверен, что сейчас инквизитора нас будут встречать. У меня вот есть ощущение, что Женя сейчас даст задний вообще просто на ровном месте. Очень бы мне этого не хотелось, потому что мне бы хотелось именно реформировать Телемскую церковь. Да и с инквизиторами разобраться тоже. Так, у нас все наверху. Где Евгений? Ай. А, ну мы вот встретились уже, да? Ну давайте поговорим.
Ah, Your Excellency. We were eagerly awaiting your arrival. Sister Eugenia was just recounting me the tale of your achievements and telling me about the incredible discoveries you've made.
These relics shed a new light on the last years of our founder. It all demonstrates that he hadn't evangelized the islanders, but, on the contrary, he would even have adopted some of their rituals, merging the cult of the enlightened and the cult of nature in a single dogma.
These discoveries, if they can be verified, are extraordinary. But they also represent a great upheaval that could harm our nation. We must first verify their authenticity. You are the only ones who entered this cave. Could what you have witnessed been a falsification?
The cavern we discovered is located in a very remote place. There is no island or village nearby. It contains some ruined dwellings, but clearly no one has lived there for a very long time. Fraudsters would inevitably have left traces of their passage, and we have not found any. The entrance to the cave was protected by one of those giant creatures that the natives call a Nardaig. These guardians usually protect sacred places and let no one enter without a fight. I had to kill this beast, which leads me to think that nobody had entered the cave for a very long time. We discovered ancient frescoes on the walls of the cave. They represent Saint Matthias without a doubt. He is depicted with his chaplet. In one, he is praying for the divinity of the island. In the other, his face was being painted by a native. I understand how shocking these discoveries are, but their antiquity proves that they are genuine.
The tablets found at the site, however, attest that our founder had not abandoned the cult of the enlightened. He simply saw it as two different reflections of the same divine power.
The relics could be authentic, Your Excellency, but we only have your word to convince us. The political and religious impact of these discoveries will be unprecedented. We risk schism, civil war, and who is to say that this is not a plan to weaken us?
Ну, сначала харизмой
See the
попробуем.
negative aspects of this discovery, but the reality is very different. By integrating some of the natives' beliefs into your dogma, you could build an alliance with them, something no other nation has managed to achieve before.
It is a good argument, Your Excellency. I hadn't thought about that.
Your Eminence, it seems to me that we are focused on the wrong aspect of the problem, politics. But our discoveries are above all a matter of faith in light and in truth. Teleme says to follow the path of Saint Matthias. Does she not have to follow it to the end?
You are not wrong. Who are we to question the Founder's choices?
Your Eminence, we are faced with a crucial choice for our nation. What does a man of faith do in such a dilemma? He prays and places his trust in the one who came before him and has shown more wisdom. Saint Matthias shows us a new way. If we are believers, can we really turn our backs on him?
You surprise me, Petrus. You who are always so political, yet your words seem sincere. You give me something to think about. Thank you.
If my people knew that the great sage they had long respected is the same man as your saint, and that your priests respected our culture as he did, they would be welcomed here as brothers.
And the Eden we wanted to build would be everywhere. You speak sense, Princess. Does anyone wish to add anything?
Блин, даже не знаю, давайте
I
упомянем.
understand your doubts about the future that will inevitably be caused by such a revelation. You hesitate just as St. Lucius did to tell us about the journey of his master. Yet he revealed what he knew, and his words still guide Teleme today.
Thank you for your testimony. I will now retire to think about everything and make my decision. After careful consideration, I have decided that it is my duty to reveal your discoveries to the world. It will take years for our theologians to study all of this, but our dogma must follow the path opened by Saint Matthias.
Thank you, Your Eminence. I would be delighted to help with the study of these relics.
I don't doubt it, my dear. And I would like you to take me to see this cave. I look forward to worshipping at the place where our holy founder ended his days. As for you, Your Excellency, I thank you for the help you have given us. Your sincere insight has encouraged me to make this difficult decision.
It was my pleasure.
Let me also thank you, Your Excellency. Without you, we would still be in the shadows.
Отлично. Дилемма дружба. Так, сохраняемся. И давайте по поводу нападения поговорим.
Your Eminence, I salute you.
Sir de Sardet, what can I do for you?
I have come to inform you of the existence of a secret camp created by the Inquisitors of the Ordo Luminis. From what we know, they abduct natives and take them there to torture them and convert them by force. And those who refuse to renounce their faith, despite their suffering, are shot in cold blood.
How does the Inquisition still dare to take action? You'd think that what happened to them because of their overzealous ways would have taught them a lesson. In any case, if the natives came to you to complain, we must intervene.
In that case, we should act fast, Your Eminence, because one of these native clans is getting ready for an assault. They managed to find the camp and are gathering their troops.
I implore you to dissuade them, Your Excellency. It is our duty to fix this situation. I wouldn't want the natives to think that we were letting them suffer without doing anything. Since you seem to know all the details of this matter, will you agree to lead my troops?
You want me to lead the offensive on this bastion of the Inquisition?
Yes. Of course, you would be leading a troop of guards, which I will immediately put at your disposal. Go to the barracks and show this mandate to the quartermaster. He will ensure that you are provided with the men you need. As for me, I pray the enlightened will guide you in this terrible task.
О, сейчас еще солдаты будут. Ну что, устроили гражданскую войну в Телеме? Норм. Так. Интендант Сан-Матеуса, да? Монетной стражи. Мы, как всегда, очень длинным путем через таверну пойдем.
A feast for the eyes, ladies and gentlemen, and it's free. Come and see me as soon as you have made your choice.
Greetings. Quartermaster Herbert. I'm in charge of these barracks. And you are?
Desade, legate of the congregation.
Nice to meet you, Your Excellency. And what can I do for you?
Here. The Mother Cardinal gave me this mandate for you to supply me with some troops.
Everything looks perfectly in order. May I ask you what this is about?
Some members of the Ordo Luminis built a camp to convert the natives by force. Her Eminence wishes to put an end to what could lead to a war between Teleme and the natives.
I see. It was high time someone put an end to the dangerous zealousness of these Inquisitors. I will order the men I have here to assemble in the courtyard. Do not worry. I will send you my best. I just need to explain the mission to them, and they'll be on their way. Soldiers, the Mother Cardinal is sending you to fight under the orders of His Excellency Desade. You will have to put an end to the crimes committed by the Inquisition in a nearby fort. I expect you to obey the orders of His Excellency without question. For Teleme, for the Guard, fight with honor!
Comrades, pack your bags. We're leaving at once. Fight with honor! For the coin and the enlightened.
Ну, поехали, короче. Угу. Так, ну сюда мы переместимся через лагерь. Пойдемте в нашу резиденцию. Кстати, посмотрим, что там прислали они нам за дружбу. В ящике. Так, сундук. Большой дуэльный меч. Кольцо Батиссы. Кольцо что нам дали? Молот забытого бога. Кстати, можем вот это одеть. Так-то. Ладно. Так, нас здесь солдатня должна ждать.
Our men are ready, Your Excellency. They're awaiting your orders.
Perfect. Our objective is located beyond this cliff. The Inquisitors are not expecting us. We have the element of surprise. Let's make good use of it.
Understood, Your Excellency. We'll be discreet.
Let's find a vantage point to get a better overview of this fort.
So, this is the place where the Ordo Luminis stain their hands with blood. May they be struck by the enlightened.
There's no turning back. I hope that you're all ready. Most of their troops seem to be outside, as if they sense we are coming. The prisoners are most likely inside, in some basement perhaps. And it seems as if there are some in the right wing as well.
Most of the fighting will take place outside. The priests are at a disadvantage in confined spaces.
We must strike quickly if we want to make good use of the element of surprise.
What are your orders, Your Excellency?
We are behind the camp where there are fewer guards. Getting inside will prove less troublesome from this side. We will conduct 2 near simultaneous assaults. The first larger group will attack from the front to cause chaos in the enemy ranks. As for me, my companions and I will get inside the building from the back and sneak into the basement. We will set as many prisoners free as we can and use the opportunity to search the building. Once you have eliminated the troops in front of the building, focus on the right wing.
At your orders. Should we keep a few men here to catch any potential runners?
Indeed, an excellent suggestion.
То есть, если бы я сходил еще в другой клан, то, наверное, еще были бы дикари с нами.
Conduct the assault as
Ведь
soon
они...
as you're in position.
Давайте сохранимся. Ну что, понеслась?
May the enlightened protect me in this battle. May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Quick! Let's hurry and reach the prisoners before the Inquisitors kill them all.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
We intervened quickly, thankfully. Let's find the keys to these cells.
Журнал учета пленников. Здесь содержится краткое описание с их приблизительным возрастом, без имен, но с указанием методов, которые к ним применились. Также отмечено, уверовали ли они или вернулись к свету. Последних намного больше, чем первых. Уроды.
Wait here for now. We're still outside.
Так, я хочу поучаствовать еще в бою.
May the enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Да уйди, Сиора, блин. Так, здесь кого-то еще надо вырезать, нет? Казармы.
Protect me in this battle. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Зарезали, ублюдку. Учетная книга Ордена Света. Здесь перечислены все расходы Ордена Света, в том числе и расходы на организацию содержания секретного лагеря. А здесь ничего нет, да? Все, пошли вниз. Так, здесь тоже ничего нет.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
I think that was the last of the Inquisitors. The fort is safe now.
Что у нас там по квесту? Найти улики против Ордена Света. Список инквизиторов, допущенных в секретный лагерь. Тетрадь, предназначенная, скорее всего, для стражи, перечислены имена всех инквизиторов, имеющих право на посещение секретного лагеря. Среди прочих указано имя отца Клаудиуса. Остальные имена вам неизвестны, но представительница Корнель наверняка ими заинтересуется.
We're done here. Let's lend a hand to our allies outside, as there are still some prisoners there.
Так, сюда. Да, надо все отбултать. Тут, смотрите, эпики падают. И чё, кому я здесь должен помочь? Дойти-то. Чё-то я туплю. Все закрыто. Освободить остальных пленников. А где они остальные? Внутри, что ли? А, вот проход еще был.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
These prisoners have been dead for days. There's no one left to set free. Let's get out of here.
30 союзниками лагеря инквизиторов.
How did the battle go for you?
Your plan was successful, Your Excellency. We won a resounding victory.
Congratulations. and we were able to set the prisoners free. They were completely exhausted, but alive. I would like for you to escort them to the closest village.
At your command, Your Excellency.
Once this is done, you can return to your garrison. And do not worry, the Mother Cardinal will be informed of your valor in combat.
Так, где-то здесь у нас лагерь был. Да, вот сюда. Ну, пойдемте, представительнице, расскажем о наших успехах.
Your Eminence, I salute you.
Sir de Sardet, what can I do for you?
We managed to dismantle the Ordo Luminis' camp, Your Eminence. And while we were there, we gathered proof of their exactions.
Those wretched fools! How dare they challenge me a second time? I will make sure that a decree is published so that their order is now forbidden on this island.
The guards served you well, and bravely followed your orders.
They will be thanked and rewarded for it. But it is to you, Your Excellency, that I express my deepest gratitude. Without your intervention, Thélème as a whole would have appeared as a monster in the eyes of the islanders.
It was my pleasure, Mother Cardinal.
Ну и сообщим Дейдре. Так, сейчас мы избавимся от этого Петруса. И возьмем с собой Васка. Нам нужна интуиция. Я все-таки хочу лутнуть тут сундук. И кажется, что там что-то хорошее будет. Давайте так и сделаем. Потому что от Дейдры мы прыгнем туда и посмотрим. Ну, конечно, это будет фейл, если там ничего нет. И я просто теряю время. Еще какой фейл причем? Так, где наш Васка? Дагама. Ставить группу. Давайте, кстати, несколько переоденем, опять же, товарищи. Боевая броня из Телема на него оденем. Вот так вот. Ну, значит, не совсем, чтобы он выглядел божески. Перчатки. Ставим какие есть. Тапки. Поги и писк. Давайте вот так. Уже лучше выглядит. Шляпу я бы ему тоже другую одел. Давайте вот так. Ну вот уже более приятно глазу. Так, периметр ему дадим. Тут что-то можем поменять. Так, отправляемся мы. Может сначала давайте сначала сбегаем туда, у святилища на болоте, у места раскопок, у Сони Гад. Может святилище на болоте? Нет, святилище на болоте не там. Ну да ладно, сейчас посмотрим. Так, здесь нам тоже ничего не надо, у нас пока выносливость осталась старой. Нам дали 1 очко, кстати. Качаем сюда. Характеристики. Нет. Интуиция. Так. Мы же дружим с ним. Что за херня? Лагерь Кусонный Гад, да? Так, еще раз перемещаемся. Давайте сюда переместимся. Деревня Ведлок. И еще раз посмотрим, кто что дает. Курт нам... Так, Васка, интуиция. Почему нам не дало? Курт, ремесло. Альфа, наука. Петрус, харизма. Мы берем Курта. Меня, честно говоря, не очень впечатлила Альфа. Поэтому будет так. Он какой-то квест хочет дать.
Blood, my friend. Glad to see you. I'd like to talk to you about something.
I'm listening.
Remember that note we found in Rolf's office?
Of course. The one that said the recruits had been sent to different governors.
Yes. It was signed with a name I'm familiar with. Herman. Somebody I'd hoped never to cross paths with again. He was the one who founded the camp we closed. And believe me, he has done an incredible amount of damage to the guard. I'm gonna find him and make him pay for what he's done. I know that he's in San Mateus.
This quest for revenge isn't only about what happened to Raynor and the others, is it? Very well. You can count on me. What do you plan to do?
Major Herman is posted in San Mateus. He's part of the Red Sun Regiment now. He's loyal to Torsten, but kept his head down when the coup was dismantled.
Isn't denouncing him enough? He'll be put to death for high treason.
The Guard's reputation has suffered enough from Torsten's scheming, and he has connections in high places. I'm sure he has many supporters.
What are you getting at? Are you going to kill him yourself? If he's well connected, the Mother Cardinal will surely hear about it, and I doubt she'd be pleased.
I know. That's the whole problem. We need to get rid of him without anyone finding out.
If Petrus were here, he would probably tell us to do the exact opposite.
That old fox is as sly as ever. But I don't see what you're getting at.
There's a group in San Mateus that could make someone disappear in broad daylight, without anyone saying anything about it.
Those mad inquisitors.
Exactly. It might not be easy to convince our good friend Aloysius, but it's worth a try.
You're right. And if we bring Petrus, he will surely help us sway the Inquisitor. I must say, this is a horrid solution. But if anyone deserves it, it's that bastard Herman. We'll need to find him, though. And he's been keeping a low profile since the coup failed.
And we've already seen to what extent the law of silence has on the Guard.
We need help. Our new commander might be able to tell us who to turn to. She knows everybody.
All right then, agreed. Let's start by going to see her.
Так, пока так оставляем. Ага. Оставляем пока так. Мы сейчас дадим этот квест, закончим. Потом мы Сиору поменяем на Петруса. И можно будет отправиться сначала с генералом поговорить, а потом с Сан-Матеус.
What do you seek?
I have come to tell you that we have taken care of the Inquisitors and set the camp's prisoners free.
You thought we weren't capable of fighting the Soul Lasser and of freeing our people?
That's not it. I thought it was my duty to inform the woman who represents Teleme here of the situation. She's the commander of the Soul Lasser, and she was furious when she heard about their actions. She made a point of punishing them herself, and of having your people set free as a token of good faith.
I understand. She's proven a respectable queen. And you have proven an ally. I thank you for your help on Almanawi. From now on, you have our gratitude and our trust. From this day forward, you are a Karants of our clan. Anything more?
Один забрали, другой добавили. Отлично. Так, это мы сделали. Это мы сделали. Что у нас здесь? Месть. Тайный агент адмирала. Ну, давайте займемся местью. Коль у меня интуиции не хватает. Так, где камень перемещения? Мы сейчас отправимся вот сюда. в резиденцию. Так, что-нибудь новенькое появилось у нас здесь, нет? Чё-то прям как-то совсем уныло. Ладно. Ну, а мстить мы уже будем в следующей серии. Так что спасибо за просмотр и за внимание. Всем пока-пока.